Welcome to your muscle conditioning and releasing class. So in this class today, we work through various positions in the body and various exercises to strengthen your body and also stretch your body as well. So lots of mobility and lots of strengthening in this class. We're going to be using a resistance band throughout this class. So if you don't have one, you can just grab a pair of tights or a belt or a strap or anything like that, and just something comfortable to lay on or a mat. So let's get started. So just placing your band to the side, we're just going to get started with a neck stretch. So come into a seated position. Nice and tall, elongate all the way through to the crown of the head, and then place the hands down so they're nice and close to your hips and the palms are down, pressed firmly on the mat. Take a deep breath in and start engaging through your core. Really bring the hip bones in towards each other, press the navel up, and then we're going to tuck the chin in towards the chest, keeping that nice lengthened spine, drawing the shoulder blades down and back. Breathe here. Take a moment just to come into the stretch, come into the moment, come into your body. And we're going to slowly take it into circles. We're going to just bring it a full range of movement into some circles, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. If a spot feels really good, you can stay in that position. You can just stay in that stretch, or if not, really try and use your full range of movement here. Releasing the tension of the neck. And let's just take the circles the other way. Nice big deep breaths, keep sitting up tall. Last two. And last one. We're going to stay here with our chin tucked into our chest. Extend the arms behind the lower back. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms together. And just stretch the arms away, opening up the front body here. Take a breath in. If you can, look up towards the ceiling and have the head really heavy on the upper back. Feel the expansion of the lungs, the opening of the collarbones. Press the palms together a little bit more and breathe. And then as you exhale, release the hands and place them behind the head, opening up the eyes if you had them closed. Staying open through the chest here, we're going to go into an abdominal curl, but in seated. So we're going to breathe in, reset our core, and as you exhale, we're going to curl round towards the navel, bring the elbows together. And then inhale, open the elbows, really feel the lengthen and the stretch through the entire spine. So exhale, curl, tuck under, look towards the navel. Try not to pull down on the neck. And then inhale, come up, really open and feel the expansion through the lungs, keeping the core nice and strong. 3 more. And 2, going with the breath, letting that be your momentum. Last one. Coming to that tall seated position, hold it here. Keep the elbows nice and wide. We're going to go over to the left and keeping the chest square to the front, working through the obliques. Send the sit bones down towards the mat and the knees as well. Breathe out, come back to that start position. Lowering down to the right, staying open, feeling that space between the rib cage and the hip. And then exhale, coming all the way back up. Keep going, alternating sides, lowering down and lifting back up. Lowering, inhale. Exhale, coming back up. So we're stretching the side of the waist. We're strengthening our obliques. The lower you come down, the harder it will be. Just try and maintain that position where your chest is square to the front and there's no rounding. So our posture is on point. 1 more on each side, lowering, coming back. Last one. Good, and then just gently release the hands down, grabbing onto your resistance band. So we're gonna hold our resistance band, so our hands are in line with our shoulders, and come up with your arms all the way above the head. So from here, we're going to do that same movement with the obliques. So we're going to lower down, but have a bit of tension on the band first. So let's reset our core, make sure our spine's in a neutral position. Let's lower down, send the sit bones down towards the mat, and then come back up to your tall seated position. Again, lowering down to the other side and coming back up. Keep going. If this is too much for you, you can go back to the exercise with your hands behind your head. Keep the tension on the band the whole time. So we're really working through the shoulders here, the arms, and we're also working through the obliques a little bit harder. Keep going. Keep lots of space between the shoulders and the ears. And each time you come down, try and really press the knees down towards the mat so we're opening up the hips. One more on each side. Last one. Good, come back up nice and high, tall seated position, neutral spine. We're going to lower the arms down so they come all the way in line with the knees, keeping lots of tension on the band, so really working through the shoulders. Let's draw them down and back a little bit more. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift the arms all the way up to your range. Try and come above the head with keeping the shoulders down and back. Inhale, lower down. Keeping the core nice and strong here. So nothing's moving through the body but the arms. Exhale, lifting up. Draw the ribs towards the hips. Really lift up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And then lower back down. Keep the tension on the band the whole time if you can. Lifting nice and slow, controlling the movement and lowering. Lifting, squeezing, lengthening. Try and lengthen a little bit more through the spine. Keep your chin tucked in. Last 3. Last 2. Let's press out a little bit more for this last one. And then bring the hands in line with the shoulders. Hold it here, breathe in. Let's open out. And then exhale, come back. You can adjust the resistance if you want it a little bit easier. Hold towards the end of the band. Inhale, open, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, close. Keep sitting on the sit bones. Try not to round through the back, especially through the lower back as well. So keeping that spine in neutral. Having your core nice and strong will help you sit up tall. So just keeping that in mind. If you feel that your core is starting to release, then try and engage it and you'll just feel yourself sit up even taller. 5 to go. And 4, keep the shoulders down, keep squeezing them together as you open. 3, 2. Last one, hold it out, tiny pulses to finish here. Squeezing and lengthening, breathing for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work, gently release and lower down nice and slow. Shrug the shoulders to release. Release that, feels nice, and then just go the other way. Okay, let's go on to our backs now. So coming all the way over to your back. Take the band with you. Now we're going to place it around our right foot first. So take the band, place it around the arch of the foot and try and have it in the center of the band too. So you've just got even resistance on both sides. Now the elbows are going to knit into the rib cage, shoulders down and back, chin tucked in. The left leg is going to extend nice and long. So try and have that left foot in line with the hip. The right leg's the one that's moving. So our hands are anchored there. They're not going to move. Our elbows are into our rib cage. We're going to take a deep breath here and make sure our tailbone's down on the mat and our core's engaged. As you exhale, we're going to press all the way down. Draw the ribs down towards the hips. Inhale, come back up to your start position. Try not to move the hands. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, coming all the way back up, but keeping that tailbone down. So really try and shoot and press the tailbone down onto the mat as you're lifting up. Lower and lift. Keep going. Have a nice long neck here. Try and have the head as heavy as you can to prevent neck strain. Lots to remember. You can go into the stretch even more here. So as the leg comes up, see if you can come a little bit closer. Squeezing the front of the thigh, lengthening the leg. We want to feel longer after this class. So just stretching out as much as you can, as well as strengthening. 4 more. 3. Last 2. Then this last one, stay lifted with the leg. We're going to go into circles. So the right foot is going to come across to the left leg and no further than the left hip. And then we're going to sweep around and come back. So into our single leg circles. So we're coming across, sweeping around, coming up, keeping the tailbone down, keeping the hips pointed up towards the ceiling. So see if you can only move through the leg here. You might need to slow it down. You might need to do smaller circles if it's too much. 4 more. Last 3, keep activating, keep the rib to hip connection. All right, we've got 1 to go. Good work. Stay here, hold it. Let's bring the leg a little bit closer. Squeeze the thigh, breathe in. As you breathe out, let's bring it even closer, feeling lots of lengthen through the back of the leg. Good, and then just bend through the knee and swap sides. So we're gonna bring the left foot in now, extend the right leg away. Let it rest there, nice and softly, so there's no tension right now. We're just going to go into our straight leg raise. So let's lower the left leg down and then lift it back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale to come back up. Keeping the tailbone down the whole time. Amazing. If you want to work through the other leg, you can press down on that leg. So then you're working through the entire back of the legs, going with the breath. You might feel that one side you won't be able to lift up as high as the other. That's okay. Especially if you're feeling a little bit tight in the hamstrings. Just knowing that's normal. 4 more. Keep the leg as straight as possible. 3, 2. Try not to rock the hips. Last 1. You're going to come across now into your single leg circle. So we're going to come across, around, and come back to the start position. Lots of rib to hip connection. Come across, around to the start position. Try not to move through the hands. Keep going. You're doing so good. Drawing the shoulders down and back. Nice big deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. 4 more. Last 3. The hips are pointed up towards the ceiling. Don't let them rock. Last 1. And then hold it up here. See if you can feel that stretch a little bit more. Breathe in, breathe out, bring it a little bit closer. Amazing. 1 last time, a little bit closer. Good, and then just bend through that knee and bring the other foot in. So now we're going to go into our double leg lowers. So both feet are now pointed up towards the ceiling. Adjust the band to how you feel you need it in this position. Squeeze the heels together and separate the toes. Take a deep breath in, make sure your spine's in neutral, your shoulders are down. And as you exhale, lower the legs down to about 45 degrees. Inhale, come back to your start position. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to come back. Exhale to lower. Okay, so there's stretching and strengthening in this. We're stretching the back of the legs. We're strengthening the core, the inner thighs. Keep squeezing the heels together, squeezing the thighs together. Working all the way through to the lower abdominals. Getting those deep abdominals here. 4 more. 3, nice and slow. Rib to hip connection as you lower the legs. 2. Last one, we're going to keep the 45 degrees with the legs. Curl the body up, extend the arms, drop the bands and go into your hundreds. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze the heels, squeeze the knees. I told you it's a strengthening class as well. Really try and spread the fingertips and point them towards the edge of the mat so they're nice and active. Keep breathing, rib to hip connection. If you need to, you can place one hand behind, or you can go into tabletop or even lower the feet down. If it's getting too much, just take a break. Keep going if you can. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Keep drawing the ribs towards the hips. Arms are nice and strong, the whole body's not rocking. You're squeezing the heels. We've got 2 more big deep breaths. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. 1 more breath, you can do it. Let's see if we can go up a little bit higher. Amazing, knees in. Lower the head all the way down. All right, just rock the head from side to side to release the neck. Ah, that was a little bit, that wasn't very nice, was it? All right, take a breath in and then exhale. Extend the legs all the way away. Let's reach the arms all the way up over the head. We're going to go into our roll up from here. So squeeze the heels, flex the feet, squeeze the knees together. Now, if you know you can't go into a roll up from here, just press yourself up. We'll all meet there. If not, we're going to lift the arms up, raise the head, lift the upper back, roll all the way up 1 vertebrae at a time, and reach towards the toes. And let's all meet in this position here into our spinal stretch. All right, deep breath in, gently come to a tall seated position. So our bands are here, grab onto them. Keep the heels connected, toes apart, and extend the arms away. So you're holding onto the bands here with your hands in line with your shoulders. Now we're going to go into our spinal stretch. So breathe in, sit up nice and tall, find your sit bones. Breathe out, really reach and look towards your navel. Inhale, roll 1 vertebrae at a time, stacking the spine all the way till you reach the top. Exhale, breathe out, come all the way down, look towards the navel, flex the toes, flex the feet, and then inhale, come all the way up. Let's see if we can go into a half roll down, squeezing the heels together. If you like, you can bring the arms all the way up, or bring the arms back. Come to a tall seated position and then reach forward into your spinal stretch. Stacking the spine 1 vertebrae at a time, seated position. Come down, inhale, squeeze the heels, reach the arms up. Exhale, arms come back, come all the way up and over. Let's flow the movement a little bit faster now. Breathe in, come up and down, reach up, come back, breathe out, forward. So breathe in, come up, back, and reach. Nice big deep breaths. Exhale, come back with the arms and scoop and reach forward. Let's see if we can reach forward a little bit further next time we go all the way forward. Reach. So we can just feel a little bit longer when we finish this class. Really reach forward. Lengthen, lengthen. Keep going. Reaching. This last one, we're meeting down in our half roll down. Let's reach up. To finish there, bring the hands back. Now we're going to rotate to one side, come back to the center, lift up and reach forward into your spinal stretch. Stacking the spine, coming up, lowering down. Let's go to the other side. Coming back, reaching all the way forward. 1 more on each side, lifting up, lowering, rotating, coming back, sitting up, reaching. Last one on this side, coming up, rolling C curve, rotating, coming back, and then reaching all the way forward, holding it here, feeling that beautiful stretch through the back of the body. Deep breath in, come all the way up. Now we're going to go into our roll down, holding it, or going nice and slow and meeting all the way at the bottom. So C curve in the spine, look towards the toes. Have your hands holding onto the resistance band and let's curl all the way down. Let's have some tension on the band. Look towards the toes, feel each vertebrae as you roll all the way down. And then we're going to bring the hands all the way up and over the head, feeling the beautiful stretch through the front of the body. Breathe in, bend through the knees, bring the feet and the knees hip distance apart. Separate the hands a tiny bit here so that there's a little bit more room for you to go into the next exercise. And from here we're going into our pelvic curls, but we're going to add our resistance in and we're going to add our stretch through the upper body. So take a breath in, make sure you've got a neutral spine and bring the hands and arms all the way back so that the band comes over the hips. Now adjust to where you need to for this exercise and keep it there. And then we're going to tuck the pelvis under as we exhale and curl all the way up one vertebrae at a time. Now you can again adjust the band so that your hands could be down on the mat. Breathe in at the top. Then once you're here, create tension on the band and reach the arms all the way up and over. Breathe out, curl down one vertebrae at a time, all the way till you reach the bottom, feeling that beautiful stretch through the spine. Breathe in, bring the hands down. Breathe out, press all the way up, hips in line with each other, squeezing through the buttocks. Inhale at the top as we reach the arms up and over. Exhale, curling all the way back down one vertebrae at a time, feeling the stretch through the chest, the spine, the front of the body. Inhale, hands come down, nice and close to the hips. Exhale, roll, curl up, press up, using that resistance all the way at the top. Holding it there as we reach the arms up and over. See if you can press the hips up a little bit higher. And then roll all the way back down, one vertebrae at a time. 2 more like this. Hands come down, curl the body up. Amazing work. Reach the arms over. Curl all the way back down. Hands come down. Press the body up. Now we're going to stay up here in our beautiful pelvic curl. Let's see if you can come up a little bit higher and squeeze the buttocks. Take a breath in here, reset your core. And as you exhale, try and open the knees without dropping the hips. Inhale, come back to your start position, knees back in line with the hips. Exhale, open, squeeze. Try and press the big toes down onto the mat, lifting the arches of the feet. Inhale, come back. Exhale, open. Try to keep the core strong here. Now go with your breath. Inhale to come back. Exhale to open. Try not to drop the hips. They stay up nice and high. 5 more. And 4, externally rotating. 3, neck is nice and long. 2, 1, keep the knees in line with the hips. Lower the hips down halfway. Breathe in. Breathe out, press back up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press back up. So you're only coming halfway, you're not tapping all the way down. Inhale and exhale. Keep going. Keep the knees in line with the hips the whole time. Keep the core strong. 3 more. 2, keep pressing and squeezing. Last one, hold it up for pulses. Pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up nice and high. See if you can come up a little bit higher and then curl all the way back down, one vertebrae at a time, all the way till you reach the bottom, releasing and bringing the knees in nice and close. That was amazing. Well done for getting through that. Feeling the burn the entire time, working through the back of the legs. So now we're going to come on to our 4-point kneeling position. So you can roll up if you like, or just come to a seated position. Take your band with you. Come all the way over. 4-point kneeling position. So we want to have the band across the mat. And from here, we're going to grab on to the band with the right hand. And then the left hand is going to have you're going to be coming over the band, but have your hand in line with your shoulder. Okay, once you've got that, the elbow comes into the rib cage, the knees are in line with the hips. We're going into our tricep extension. So just make sure you're not caving down. You've got a soft bend in the elbow, it's turned outwards a tiny bit. Your fingertips are spread, your spine is in neutral, and your core is engaged. Look down towards the mat and take a deep breath in. As you exhale, extend the arm behind you. Inhale, come back. I'll do it on this side so you can see. Exhale, extend. So the elbow stays in nice and tight to the rib cage, so you're not moving the arm around, you're just extending and coming back. So the only thing that's moving is the hand to the elbow. And then adjust the band to what you need to do, to what feels good for you. If you want more of a challenging exercise, go a little bit harder. If you feel like going a little bit light today, just be easier on yourself. But just knowing this is your time here to give it all you've got, to move your body in a safe way. 4 more. 3, 2, last one, keep the extension, tiny pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the extension, see if you can extend the left leg. As you bend the elbow to come back, keep the leg down, and as you extend, lift the leg up. Had to think about that then. Bend the elbow, tap down, extend, come up. 4 more. Squeeze the buttocks. 3, 2, last one. Good work, lower down. And let's swap sides, getting straight into it on the other side. So the right hand's down now, it's in line with the shoulder. There's a soft bend in the elbow. Adjust the band to what you can do. Breathe in, shoulders down, chin tucked in. Breathe out, extend the arm. Inhale, come back. Exhale, extend. So the hips is pointed directly down towards the mat the entire time. Think about drawing the shoulder blades down and back as you reach the arm back. Keep breathing with the movement. So that'll slow it down and it will get you to be more aware of your breath and body. Last 4, 3, 2, last one. Keep the extension, tiny pulses, really reaching the arm back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the extension, lengthen out the right leg, breathe in, and then breathe out, bend through the elbow. Let's lift the leg as you extend, and then bring the elbow back as you lower. Keep going like this, squeezing through the buttocks to lift the leg. Try to keep the spine in neutral so you're not overarching the lower back as you lift the leg. Last 4, 3. Core is so strong here to keep you balanced. 2, and 1. Good work. Rest all the way down. A quick child's pose to release. Open the knees, bring the toes together. You can lengthen out or you can just sit up and do some rotations of the wrist if it feels good. Amazing. Deep breath in. Come all the way up. Let's lie on our back with our feet together. Bring the band behind you so that you're resting the hands on the lower back and they're about shoulder width apart. So we're going into our double leg kick. The elbows are bent for now. We're going to rotate and lower down onto one cheek. Now our legs are together. From here, what we're going to do is bring the heels close to the buttocks and beat 3 times. 1, 2, 3. As you extend the legs back out, you're going to try and lift them off the mat, the front of the thighs off the mat, and reach the arms all the way. So we're connecting the shoulder blades together. You're lifting the head and chest. And then as you lower down, you lower the head and chest, you lower the legs, and then you come onto the other cheek. Okay, so let's go again a little bit faster. Beat 3, 2, 1. Extend, stretch, reach, lift up, and then lower down onto the other cheek. 3, 2, 1. Reach, extend. As you lower the cheek, you beat 3, 2, 1. Reach, extend. See if you can come up a little bit higher and lower for 3, 2, 1. Reach. One last time. Lower down for 3, 2, 1. Reach. Hold it here. Separate the band a little bit more. Let's lift up a little bit higher. Good work. Rest all the way down. Take the band, place it beside you. Come all the way up. Flex through the feet. Let's bring the hips all the way up and just release the back and the spine, looking towards the toes, spreading the fingertips. Good work. Inhale, come all the way down onto the knees. We'll finish on a mermaid stretch. So once you're on your knees, come over to a mermaid position. And you can have one foot to the thigh and the other to the back. Bring one hand across and reach up and over. Well done today. Working through the entire body. I hope you're feeling longer and stronger. I love some of the moves we put in today's class, so I hope you enjoyed them too. Take a deep breath in, come all the way up. Swap the legs around. We'll finish here. Hand across, other arm up and over. Good work. Deep breath in, come all the way up. Thanks so much for joining me today. I will see you